Honestly, I gotta tell you, I ain't really tryna do nothing but for your love, for your love, for your love, for your love. I ain't really tryna do nothing but for your love, for your love.
Okay. It's Mr. Universal himself here with another lection at the Universal University. Come on, it's the Universal. What's up? Okay, you know when the glasses come on, it's time to take some notes. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start this off. Masculine and feminine. The title of this is Masculine and Feminine of the Universe. These are all, see, y'all think masculine and feminine is just gender, but it goes into everything that the universe has to offer, and I'm gonna break that down, you know what I'm saying? So just try to stay with me. So look, masculine and feminine, these are denoted by the signs, circle with an arrow going up to the right, circle with a cross. I wish I knew the terminology for them, but that's just the symbols you'll see denoted as them. Mars, starting off, Mars is supposed to be masculine, Venus is supposed to be feminine. This is where they get the symbols from. So these symbols actually denote astrological signs, which a lot of our philosophies and different religious governing, I don't know about that, but I'm saying it might all just be talking about the stars, believe it or not. So we're gonna go heaven and earth. Heaven, from a video I'll put below by D-Lo the Pilot Man. I don't know if you heard of him, but he speaks on more about how the heaven, or the higher realm, or less physical, less tangible, and these positives and negatives, or masculine and feminine, are not opposites. Well, they are opposites. They're not good and bad things. You know what I'm saying? Just because something is masculine doesn't mean it's bad. Just because something is feminine doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean it's bad. Like, you gotta understand, these are just opposites. Just harmonious nature of things. You feel me? Just working, just working together. So we have heaven and earth, or the less physical and the more physical. And how you can think about this is that the earth, it gives life, it sustains life. It's the physical, the tangible. We need things on earth to survive, and they commonly denote heaven as being a bright place, similar to kind of above us in the skies, the air, somewhat untangible like the sun. So that's why I just say heaven is more masculine, but the earth does represent the feminine. So next thing we're gonna go into the days of the week, masculine and feminine. Masculine days are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. These days are war. A lot of wars happen these days. A lot of these when you're very productive. This when you think you can get things done. A lot of energy is being given off on these days. And days like Fridays, Saturdays, and Mondays are feminine days. And it's kind of a wonder, because you're supposed to relax, or you're supposed to refresh your body on feminine days. And it's crazy that they make the first day you go to the first day you go to work in a week is Monday, and that's supposed to be a feminine day when you're relaxing, recharging yourself, taking care of yourself. And then, a lot of procreation is done on Fridays and Saturdays, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know about that already. You don't have to go into that. So, chakras. Do chakras have masculine and feminine? Yes. All of them do, and this is just representing the nature of being too open and too closed. So similar to how heaven is, the opposite of earth, or tangible and non-tangible, you have open and closed chakras, which means the open means you're giving too much, and the chakra means you're taking too, or you're not giving enough, you're too closed off. And the other one means you're too open. So the closed off version would be feminine, I believe. And because feminine is due to receiving energy, so you're not able to receive energy because you're too closed off. And the chakra that represents the masculine would be the giving, because you're giving too much of yourself. You can see this in the throat chakra, you can see this in the heart chakra, you can see this in the root chakra, which deals with, it's root chakra or sacral chakra that deals with sexuality. But whenever you're overly stimulated, overly sexual, that tends to be a male trait, masculine trait. So if we look at things, we just go into lines. Lines are actually denoted as feminine and masculine, and the groups I linked to here, they kind of have some similarities. So try to see where I'm coming from on this. So lines, straight lines are denoted as masculine, and curved lines are denoted as feminine. And if you look at reproductive organs, on the two sides here, masculine and feminine, you would notice that men, have straight reproductive organs, while a woman, in her womb, tend to be more curved. This could align with it, or it truly, just could be a coincidence. So cross, we have, okay, so going to the Egyptian symbol. So now we know that curved is reflecting women, and straight are reflecting men, right? So now we go into symbolism. So now here we have a straight side with a line in between, representing division, and then a curve on top. So what they say is in Egypt, or back in Egypt, it was a matriarchy, basically led by women, which they put women on top over here, and then the circle is also there to denote the woman. And that's who led a lot of the societies, and that's one of the reasons they believe that they had so much advancement in technology, because it was women led. Actually that's pretty crazy, thinking as to we've never had a woman president. But the cross here, so if you know that the stick on bottom is masculine, the stick on top is feminine, and this would be in perfect unison. But if you analyze the cross, it kind of looks like it's straight on top and straight on bottom. And if these were representing sexual organs, this would be two masculine organs, and this would be a masculine and feminine. So this would kind of be in balance. This one would be out of balance, which, I don't want to say our society today is out of balance. And, there's just a lot of crazy things that are going on. Take that as you wish. So we all know that there are alphabetical terms, and there's another video called Alphabetical Awareness that I'm coming out with. That'll be an interesting topic. But so we know boy and girl, boy is masculine, girl is feminine. And back to this straight and this curve, the number 1, which is denoted by 3 straight lines, happens to be masculine, seen as masculine. And 0, which is no straight lines or all curves, which is denoted as feminine. And if you get into coding, like some of my engineering friends get into coding, you notice that 1s and 0s they just stand for null. What is this? I think null, and this one is null and void, and I don't know the terms, but they use 1 and 0s in coding, which is interesting. And they say that the strongest numbers, or Nikola Tesla says that the most powerful numbers in the universe, if you want to learn the secret to it, is 3, 6, and 9, which can be fully drawn with nothing but curve. I know this 9 is kind of sharp, but if you could just picture adding, more of a curve to it, and going back to the earlier Egyptian woman-led society being, one of the most powerful societies, but just take that as you feel. Going to masculine and feminine, further into it, you got logic. Logic is a very masculine trait. I'll put up a picture of the different masculine, different feminine traits, so you can kind of get a better idea of it. But emotion, that's why women tend to be more emotional. And an interesting idea I caught from one of these videos, I forget who was talking about it, but it says that women are positively charged, because we all have positive and negative within us. Just I don't know how to I don't know if there's a certain percentage that shifts whenever you're, masculine in presence and feminine in presence. I don't know how that works, but we all have masculine and feminine traits inside of us, because we're all supposed to find a balance within ourselves, right? So women are more positively charged at the heart and negatively charged at their reproductive organs, and men are more positively charged at their reproductive organs, and we are less negatively charged. That's why a lot of our actions seem to be driven from a more natural, more nature, and that's and what they represent earlier with heaven and earth. This is kind of supposed to be your chakras, right? This is supposed to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I know it's a bad representation, but this is your 7 chakras, and the top or the crown chakra is supposed to be your heaven-like energy, your highest, and the highest realm we know today is heaven. So that's where they get that's where they kind of get the meaning from heaven on earth, hell on earth. And living in your lowest chakra is supposed to be living just close to the earth. Because remember, nothing is really good or bad. It's just the different, it's just a different view that you take. So if you're living for more you're living survival here, but you're living more in your consciousness, evolution, your higher thought process up top. So you're supposed to come to a balance. You're not supposed to live all the way up top. You're not supposed to live always down below. You're supposed to acknowledge both and come to a harmony, come to unity within, and that leaves you in your heart chakra, which is another lesson, but supposed to be 5,000, gives off a charge 5,000 times stronger than the brain or something like that. But that's not going into that right now. But so then we have right and left. Your right side is supposed to be your masculine side. Your left side is supposed to be your feminine side. And if we look at the flows over here, it also says that energy in males flow clockwise and energies in females flow counterclockwise. Once again, when you combine them, creating a unity of energy, creating a I'm tired of saying harmonious bond, but you get what I'm saying. Sheesh. Right, left. Okay. So where the energy is going up on the male at his strong side, and where the energy is going up on the female, it happens to be their feminine side, and the right side of us is our masculine. I'm trying to get out of saying strong and weak because they're not, neither one possesses strength over the other. So now we got the sun and the planets. The sun, which actually is supposed to represent an atom within the universe, because if you know an atom, it has a nucleus with electrons revolving around them, kind of how the sun has several planets revolving around them. But if this was true, that would mean the sun would be the masculine energy, or the positive, which it does give life to the universe. We cannot survive without the sun. And then the planets, which sustain the life, would be the feminine, or the ones that are giving birth, the ones that are giving the life, and truly putting the universe in a monogamous relationship. So, what I'm saying? Hey, that's one for monogamy. Come on now, that's one for monogamy. And if I could use the universe to explain that, come on now, you feel me? So anyway, everything down to an atom, to the universal solar system, is monogamous. You know what I'm saying? So let's just think about it. That's just an interesting topic to think about. We got day and night. Day is supposed to be masculine, night is supposed to be feminine. For for just the energy, high energy, low energy, positive, negative. This is just meaning basically giving. Negative means receiving or drawing in, and positive means to give. That's why I said earlier, whenever your chakras are too open or you're too giving, you're in your masculine, and when they're too they're closed or they're not open enough, you're in your feminine. So next we'll go into colors. Yes, colors do denote masculine and feminine, and we know this because if you've ever been to a baby shower, which sheesh, I'm glad I never had to go to one, but if you've ever been to a baby shower, they have, specific colors around denoting what the gender of the child is. So now we have blue and we have pink, which I just have pink as a shade of red. And this is interesting because the crown, back to the chakras, the crown chakra is purple, right? Purple is a mixture of two colors. The two colors are blue and red, which is why I dragged that pink, because pink is just a hue or a shade of white added to red until you get an in-between, which is pink. So we have red and blue, and once in combination with your masculine and feminine, you then reach a harmony, and the harmony would be the crown, or would be, unlocking your full, I guess, ability, full level of consciousness. And that was just interesting because everything in the world seems to be either red or blue. You know, you got Crips, blood, Democrats, Republican, the red, white, and blue on the flag. You got red, white, and blue police lights. You got red, you know what I'm saying? Everything seems to take those colors. And, now you know one's feminine, one's masculine. So they could be showing us the colors while they never show us purple, because purple could represent unity and red and blue could represent disunity. You know what I'm saying? They could be reminding us every day, every time we see a red, white, and blue, to, you know what I'm saying, to not remain unified. Now we have ice and cold, which are often represented by what color on the faucet before you turn it? Blue. Come on now, you feel me? You got ice or cold on it, which is represented as blue, and then you have red or hot, which is represented as you know what I'm saying, fire or heat. And we can also say that women are more fiery, you know what I'm saying, because they give off more emotion, you know what I'm saying, they have more sheesh, I don't say, you know, but they say it's nothing like a woman's scorn or something like that, you know, that has to do something with fire, I guess, I don't know, that's just how I rationalized it. But blue, you know what I'm saying, you say men are more closed off, more cold-hearted, you know what I'm saying, I've been in the cold, you know what I'm saying, for a minute now, but it's all good, so look, yeah, so besides that, that's really it. So we'll go through them one more time. We have heaven and earth, or you're living in your higher self and lower self, or closer to the ground. And this is also living in your imagination versus living in reality. Feminine would be more like reality. And once you combine those, you have a way to manifest things from your imagination. Like everything that's around us was manifested from an imagination, because you have to imagine it first before you can do it. That's why they say, you know what I'm saying, it helps if you can imagine it. So this is honestly the path to life. It goes from being a thought, or you thought that you wanted to procreate, and then once you found, you know what I'm saying, once you have found a seed and something to germinate the seed, that's when you get life. So once you've gone from the non-physical, you found physical means of representation, you meet, and that's how you form, you know what I'm saying, a new life force. That's how you form another, you know, just an interesting concept. So then you got the days of the week. So you're supposed to, what we do is we don't work out on the feminine days, but we do try to get some kind of activity on the masculine days to take advantage of this. Chakras, just know that the two open or closed, you must have these in balance. Each chakra has its own masculine and feminine. Straight is denoted as masculine, curved is denoted as feminine. We talked about the Ankh and its symbol of the feminine on top, masculine on the bottom. The cross with its symbol of two masculine entities. We got boy, girl, English language. We got numbers, straight, 1, 0, feminine. Logic, men are more logical, women are more emotional. We have right and left. Right it's supposed to be your masculine side, left is supposed to be your feminine side. And then Falun Dafa or Qigong, I forget the name of it, but it's like a meditational exercise. And what one of the exercises they have you do is first start with your hands like this, right on top, left on bottom, right if you're a man on top, left if you're on top if you're a woman, which denotes your right side being your masculine, your left side being your feminine. And they say, you know, right hand up if you're masculine. You do like this for a little bit. I mean, it's pretty cool if you want to check it out. I'll put the link down below. Next, we have right, left, sun planets. Sun being the giver of life, or the sun being the, this is why I said earlier the heavens was denoted as the sun, and the earth, you know what I'm saying, would be denoted as the more realistic plane. Masculine, feminine, supports life, gives life. Day and night, masculine, a lot of energy in the day, a lot of low energy in the night. Positive, negative. Positive basically just giving off, negative is receiving. Nucleus, electrons, nucleus is positively charged because there's only protons and neutrons, which neutrons are neutral. Protons are positive, so when even ending with a positive charge, electrons holding electric charge, negative charge, making them negative. Going back with the positive, negative, blue and pink or red, denoting, you know what I'm saying, feminine and masculine, and cold and heat, and that's about it. Don't pay too much on about stuff over here. This is a connecting lecture, So that's why it's on the board, but we're just doing this one for today. So you know, we had a lot going for ourselves today. I hope you learned something. You know, comment below the most interesting thing you learned. See if you can make any more connections. You know, I talked about a whole lot. But you know, if you got anything to add to it, please drop it below. And you know, it might make it to another lecture. So, ending here for the take the glasses off. Woo! Long class session, but ending here from the Dystopian Society. Y'all enjoy yourselves.
I love you, Polly.
My chains on like a light show. Turn the lights off, hit the radio. Ain't nothing on but the radio. Like Felicio, call it keep it go.